Hey there, guys and gals, and hello, my friends. This is your host, Joe, Life with Yosef. It's the 26th of April of 2025, and I got a couple of updates and such to talk about, so we're going to get to that now. I'm going to cut in right here some film that I shot a couple of weeks ago, and then I'll come back and talk to it. Just a short clip. Hey there, guys and gals. This is your host, Joe, Life with Yosef. It's the 14th of April of 2025, and this is exactly what it looks like. It's my AC heat pump that mine went out when I got home last week, and it was a miserable weekend. So my AC guy Mario is out here, and if you hear him banging in the background, we're getting the business. When I bought this place, and the inspector told me, the heat pump, AC and the heater, and the roof are the original, and they're at the end of their 20-year lifespan, and I need to be prepared to do something about this. And so I bought this place knowing this. I thought, well, I might get a little more time out of the heat pump because, a lot of people here aren't here in the summer. I asked about this at the gate, and she seemed to think that maybe 200 lots stay and the other 500 leave. But I'll tell you, I met the neighbor across the street, and he said there's over 30 for sale places in the development. And I agree with him when he said that there's a lot of Canadians bailing out because of the current political climate. Now, I stay away from all that stuff, even on my social media, but this is a real concern for Canadians. And I'm telling you, down here, the two industry drivers are tourism, the Laughlin, and then the river for jet skiing and stuff, and then the retirees who come in the winter. And I think this is just indicative of some of our foreign friends not going to be snowbirds down in the United States anymore. So, anyway, you see the spot here. Here's my installed heat pump, and it worked like a champion. I felt a lot better. 2 Saturdays ago, Sierra and her office was having some type of customer appreciation deal, and I was just heat sick. I was just no. So it's installed. It was about $8,500, and when I had him out here, Mario, earlier, when he brought it up to code, we talked about, how much one costs. Maybe I want to split. And when he came back, he said, no, this is the right way to do it. And it was about half as much as he told me a couple of months ago. So I'm going to be into this about $9,600 because I also had him install the UV air purifier in the heat pump, and then there's a electronic filter where the intake is inside where you have your filter. And he says that he uses them at his house, and he's really happy with it. And I've started to have to wear the N95 mask out and about out here because you may think it's a desert, but there's a lot of stuff that is an issue for me out here. So I'm going to come back to the heat pump, but it works. I'm happy. I have AC. I'm noticing that it's warming up now that I don't have uniform cold air distribution in the hideout, in the new hideout. So I'm not quite sure what to do about that. You think back in the corner where my chair is, that there's no vent back there. So I found that to be really odd. Nevertheless, we'll talk about what's next. I discovered yesterday when I was lying in bed relaxing. I didn't have a good day yesterday. I noticed that there looked to be a door when you open up my a bedroom door, and I never shut it when I'm in the bedroom because I'm by myself and I want dude to be able to wander the house. So I had the door just like askew a touch, almost all the way open, but not exactly. And I thought, that looks like a closet door. And it turns out it is. I had no idea it was there because when I looked at the place, you open the bedroom door and you look. I didn't think to look behind the bedroom door, so I have a closet back there. I'm 5 months in, and I'm just now discovering this. Boy, I'm on top of things, aren't I? But I'm happy that I have another closet because I got way too much nonsense. Now, right here is my little breakfast nook, and I'm starting to get pigeons up there. So I'm going to have to text Adam from Black Mountain Maintenance and say, dude, what are we going to do about this? I need you to help me. I'm sure now you see the other shot here, if you could see it, there's mesh over the little space in between the two parts of the patio roof. So I'm incompetent. I'm not gonna buy a ladder and all that stuff. I'll just pay Adam or one of his tradies to come out and take care of it for me. You know, greenback dollars go a long way in life. I I bought a mini fridge and mini freezer, which I have now plugged in the kitchen. And when I order my groceries to be delivered, I want to order enough to where I could eat for a week or two. And I didn't feel I had enough freezer or fridge space. And I wanted to be able to keep enough cold drinks, the fizzy waters and the sodas and stuff in a fridge. Now, I had the fridge and freezer when we were at the senior center in Stockton, and I had it at the old Hideout. I couldn't bring it with me, but I replaced it here, and I got it plugged in, and I'm pretty happy about that. Now, I also bought the fridge and the freezer because I bought, just right here, Good Chop. And it's a meat, poultry, fish delivery service. And I didn't realize that you had to subscribe. So I bought it at first, and it's really good stuff. Oh my God, the sausages and the meatballs and the chicken. Oh, yummy, yum, yum. But I didn't catch that now I'm obligated every month. So now this is my fault. I didn't realize this, but the devil's in the small print, or the devil's in the details. Well, they didn't tell me, okay, you need to, affirm or whatever your box. They just said, hey, your box is on the way. And it wasn't a duplicate of my first box. I'm happy I got it. I'm going to eat the food. But I went ahead and canceled because in my situation, if I want to be gone for 3 months, I don't want to have to hassle it. I don't subscribe to anything. When you buy stuff on Amazon and they ask you, do you want to subscribe and save 10%? I always say no, because and it's the same with my prescriptions at Walgreens. It's like, no, I don't want auto refill. I'll let you know when I need it, because what if I'm not in Bullhead City? What if I'm God knows where? So I don't like I understand the subscription service for Good Chop, but I think you ought to be able to pause it, and there's no mechanism for that. So I canceled it, which I'm saddened about. And bluntly, what I think I'll do is I'll just sign up, order a big box, and then cancel. But it shouldn't be like that. They should be able to pause it. So, good chop, you could do a little bit better. Well, guys and gals and my friends, I think that's about it for the new Hideout update. I'm noticing that my subscriber base is still growing slow but sure. Thank you for that, new subscribers, and those of you who are old and watch and wonder by. I'm not looking to be monetized or any of that. I've said this in the past. I do this because I enjoy it, and I never want it to be, I better put something out. Well, I like it how it is. So, this is, as always, your host, Joe, Life with Yosef. This is the Hideout update video. Enjoy your day. Peace be with you. Thank you for watching and subscribing. We'll see you for the next one. And may Freya show you favor on the hunt.